With you through the night, this is RTE1.
I'm your mum.
Nah, you're just Brenda to me. Some lady that Dad used to know.
I'm on top of the world.
Are you drunk? As much as I am sympathetic to everything you're going through right now, Brenda, I can't let your potential behaviour jeopardise the hospital.
What are you saying?
I'm sorry, Brenda, but I'm going to have to stand you down as nurse manager, effective immediately.
She's saying nothing. Maybe it's the wrong thing to ask.
No, you just totally took me by surprise. I mean, it was just kind of weird and businessy, that's all.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't be. I mean, it is weird and businessy, this whole visa thing. And it makes more sense, you staying here rather than...
Hey, look, the visa's part of it, but not all of it. Yes, marrying you would mean I could live and work here legally, but whatever happens with the visa or anything else, it's you I want to be with. That's what matters to me.
Kieran, I really want to believe you. But just a couple of weeks ago, you were pushing me away and saying you didn't want any kind of commitment.
Until I realised what living without you is like. And I don't want that. All that stuff I said, all that bollocks, is in the past. I know who I want to be now. You're my future.
Do you really want the whole grow old together till death us do part thing? Because that's what marriage is to me. Forever.
I will love, honour, cherish, hell, I will even obey. Look, I know it's not to take in, but believe me, this is from the heart. Which is why I'm shaking like a leaf. Look, at least say you'll think about it.
I'll think about it.
Great.
Well, back on the shop floor today, and I can't wait.
Those blokes would kill to stay in the Swifty chair.
Oh, multiple trauma beats HOD any day.
Trauma in your dreams.
Don't start.
You're in the cardiac recovery program, no stress.
I'll be far more relaxed doing some real work than being upstairs pushing a flaming pen around.
You, relax.
Absolutely. You'll probably hear me whistling a lot today. Singing even. Motorhead, Clash, songs from my ancient punk youth.
And while you're singing, I'll be watching you closely to make sure not even a flicker of anxiety crosses your gorgeous old face. Rock on, bad boy.
Morning. Fancy joining me for a coffee?
I'm already sorted, thanks.
What are you doing, Brenda? You have worked so hard to stay sober.
And now I'm working hard to get drunk.
This is no way to solve things. Come back to work and sort the whole thing out.
There's no point. I was fired.
Demoted, not fired.
It was only a matter of time.
How about I buy you a meal? Once you've got some food inside you...
I don't need your pity, Yvonne. So unless you're going to join me...
Do you have to serve her?
I can't really refuse unless she's drunk or abusive.
That's just a matter of time.
And last of all, the mess in recess is a 15-year-old girl who thought drinking a bottle of vodka would impress the boys. I'm sorry, the place is still a bomb site. I'll stay and help out.
No, go home. Get some sleep.
No, I can't leave when it's so busy, especially when it's your first day back.
I have dealt with worse, much worse. A bottle of decent white that I beat your throughput.
No, not playing. And besides, aren't you supposed to be cutting down?
What do you say, Mark? You want to bet? So you can treat the most patients in a shift? Yeah, why not?
This is a completely dumb idea, especially when you're supposed to be avoiding stress.
Who's going to be stressing? Mark, maybe? Bottle of white. A good bottle.
Craig, this is Joey. He's new.
Yes, and irritatingly perky, if memory serves. How are you?
Come sweet as. Are you good?
Yeah, so far. I do have a bet on, however. We're going to get record numbers through today, clear this backlog. You up for it?
Totally.
You're doing this to wind me up, right?
Let's go.
Craig, I'm supposed to be supervising him.
And then, totally out of the blue, he just proposed.
But, you only just got back together, like, 2 minutes ago.
No, 2 minutes is how long they've been together.
Sorry, this is a bit much to get my head around.
You didn't say yes, did you?
I said I'd think it over. Which I'm seriously considering. Kieran's lovely, but he's a backpacker.
Better than a gay guy, I guess.
Why was I stupid enough to think he'd be happy for me?
If Kieran turns out to be the right chap, then that's great.
Thank you.
But it does seem very early days to be thinking about marriage. We didn't even know you were serious.
You and Dad knew you were made for each other the first moment you met.
Sometimes youthful enthusiasm can stop you from pausing to take stock.
i.e., was he drunk? No! Tell us the truth. Was Kieran drunk when he asked her?
Asked her what? Whoops. Kieran proposed to me. He makes me happy and I love him. Why shouldn't we get married?
Here we go again.
Okay, we'll get those stitches out in about 5 days, all right?
Thanks.
All right. How many? 2. 3. And by lunchtime, that ratio should widen to, say, about 2 to 1.
Don't want you to push yourself too hard, boss. Hate to see you burn out.
Did I mention that I prefer Sauv Blanc? Very expensive Sauv Blanc.
Joey, are you doing anything? You got a job for me? Just step this way.
I'm supposed to be orientating him, not watching you two use him as your personal slave.
He's a nurse. Besides, he's doing fine, so stop nannying him.
Speaking of which, did you remember to get your coags done this week?
Oh, gee, it must have slipped my mind.
Ring the cardiologist now and book another appointment. It's important to monitor your progress.
Too busy?
Winning your ridiculous bet with Mark.
Patients come first, Alice. It's
only polite.
Exactly.
Well, we're not the only ones to be surprised by this. You know Kieran better than we do. What do you think?
I think we need a new printer cartridge.
I've barely even seen them together, apart from that awful dinner at Tanya's where he up and left.
Any sign of Brenda?
I'm not actually sure.
No, I haven't seen her.
I know she's upset about that emotion, but not turning up to work isn't the way to deal with it.
It's been a rough couple of weeks. Perhaps she just needs some breathing space.
If you hear from her, tell her we need to speak. We need to come to some sort of agreement about her future.
That was Libby, your DHB research lady, is waiting for you upstairs.
Oh, we must have missed each other. Could you take messages for the next hour or so? She's dragging me to the IV for lunch.
Sure.
Hold the fort. We have to go now.
Look, I thought we'd had this conversation.
Chris is on his way here for a meeting. He cannot see you like this.
I don't give a rat's what Warner thinks. Enjoying the view, are you, you nosy cow?
Okay, Brenda, time to go.
Oh, look, the hired help is getting all high and mighty on me.
Let's go, come on.
I suppose another drink is out of the question.
Good girl.
Oh, I know. Buy a bottle before I go home. Oh, Brenda, don't do this. Oh, here we go. Lord Muck. Who's the bit of fluff?
Please go through. I'll be right with you.
I'm so sorry, Chris. I was hoping
don't
that you would...
apologise to me. Fired me.
You haven't been fired. Craig stood you down as manager.
Yeah, but you're going to fire me. Finally, you've got me right where you want me.
Brenda, will you just...
Look, go on, you big ponce. Fire me. Oh, dear. You lost your nerve again.
Brenda, I'm not going to discuss anything with you while you're in this state. Can you manage?
Kieran will give me a hand.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, the hell with you. The hell with a lot of you.
So you've had this infection for a while? Better see what's going on there, eh?
Craig?
Ouch. You diabetic, Mr. Lawrence. Okay, better take his BM.
You send off some swabs?
Yeah, and I'll line up medical. There seems to be more to this than we first thought. We'll need to admit you and run some tests.
Number 6. I believe you're still on number 4.
Yes, but mine has multiple complications, equal to at least 3 or 4 of your patch and dispatch efforts.
But as a consultant, surely you have an unfair advantage now. Where was I? Oh, yeah, number 7, I believe.
Yeah, hi, Nancy. I need a portable chest x-ray, please. No, I'm sorry, mate. He's too quick to move. Yeah, OK. See you in 5.
Mr. Remington, your cardiologist called.
Yes?
He's rescheduled your appointment to 4:30.
Today or tomorrow?
Today, if you're free.
Where's that repeat potassium I asked for?
I had to take a patient to the toilet.
Which is the more important task, checking your potassium level or taking someone to the toilet?
She was desperate.
That's what assistants are for. Whatever I ask you to do takes priority. Now, check the potassium level now. Quick smile.
Have you lost your mind?
I hope not.
Kieran.
Claire, this is really none of your business.
You've made it my business.
Libby is the one I want. She makes me happy. She makes me a better person.
No, she doesn't make you a better person. You just feel better. She knows nothing of what you're really like. You just love seeing yourself through her eyes. That's all.
Libby's the real deal.
No, what we had was real because it was honest.
For God's sake, Claire, can you drop it? She's not even said yes yet. She's thinking about it, that's all. Which probably means no.
Libby, I can't actually believe you're considering this.
I admit it's early days, but there are extenuating circumstances.
Please tell me you're not knocked up.
No, it's the visa thing. Kieran needs to be married to stay.
Libby! He's using you!
No, he's not. We want a future together. It's just a practicality.
You are unbelievable. As soon as anyone mentions marriage, your brain flies out of the window. Did you learn anything from George?
Is it impossible to believe that some intelligent, wonderful, straight man may actually want to marry me because he loves me?
No.
Kieran is wonderful. We connect in a very deep way. There is no agenda here, just two people in love trying to make things work. I may have been burned in the past, but I hope to God that I never end up as bitter and cynical as you.
My son is the reason I gave up booze. Now he's the reason I'm drunk again.
No, Brenda. You're the reason you gave up. You worked hard. As far as Lachlan goes, you've given up too soon. He's still in shock about his dad. You haven't even given him a chance to change his mind.
He wants nothing to do with me.
He said he doesn't want to live with you. There is a difference. Believe me, Brenda, a run-in with an upset teenager isn't worth risking your career over.
Risk doesn't even come into it. That particular part of my life is now history.
Oh, don't talk like that.
I'm sick of feeling so bad.
Then do something about it. Go home, get some rest, and when you're ready, go and see Chris.
What's the point? I'd be lucky if he only sacks me.
He could have sacked you today, but he didn't.
Yeah, well, I admire your optimism. My number is well and truly up. I fought with Tony, the doctors, and now this.
So that's it? You're going to curl up your toes and disappear? You have beaten this before, Brenda, and you will beat it again. Face up to Chris and take responsibility. At least try and salvage something out of this.
Don't take it so personally. Craig is just a bit stressed and took it out on you.
He was right. I should have done the potassium first. The lady could have waited a minute or two to go to the loo. I didn't think.
You are fine. Just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I'd better get back.
Good one, Craig. Another nurse scared stiff of going near you.
She made a basic error and I pointed it out to her. She should toughen up, not come running to you.
First the macho work ethic, then competing to see the most patients, the stupidest idea ever, by the way, and then beating up on the rest of your team.
Do you remember when Chris wanted you to consider the role of nurse manager? And you backed away because you didn't want to be a leader? Well, I am a leader, and maintaining discipline is part of the job, not being pals with everyone.
When did everything become so terminally bloody serious with you?
Don't even think about giving me a lecture. Myra and Tanya have done more than enough for the three of you.
Shut up and sit down. Whether you choose to believe it or not, Libby, we are on your side. But Kieran is virtually a stranger to us. His family is probably feeling exactly the same way, whoever and wherever they are.
Not everyone's like us, Mum. Not every family pries and passes judgment every 5 minutes. Kieran is very much his own person, which is probably why he wants to settle here.
Probably?
Why are you being so negative? Why can't you just be happy for us and welcome Kieran into the family?
Because in the past, Libby, he has shown very little interest in being part of our family. I still remember how broken you were when George left. Seeing you like that just about broke me too. It's natural I want to protect you. Just don't be hasty.
Hey.
Hi.
Too busy for coffee?
Things are a bit tough today.
Okay. I won't stop then. I bought you a present though. In fact, I felt compelled to buy it. Hugh Grant DVD box set. I'll even sit through them and watch them with you if you want. Overcoming waves of nausea to his lovable duff routine, his twinkling eyes and his perfect smile.
Thank you.
I will, you know. Sit through them, I mean. Okay, I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, see ya. Kieran.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I will marry you.
Really?
Yes.
You've made me such a happy man.
Hi.
Hi.
You won, I see.
Yeah. A nice one. I'll crack it, eh?
Please yourself.
I rang the cardiologist today. I made another appointment.
Good. See if you can actually make it this time.
Thanks for cooking. I was going to suggest takeouts for a treat.
Fish and salad, not as tasty as takeaways, but I figure one of us has to try and keep you alive. Just wish it didn't always have to be me.
I will try harder.
Give us a glass of that wine.
Are you sure you want to marry me?
Yep. Are you sure you want to marry me?
Oh, yeah.
To us.
To us? I'm a very happy girl.
How did your family take the news? I probably should have asked your mum first and done it all properly.
Oh, doesn't matter. Not really.
I'll make you happy and win them over. You'll see.
You accepted?
Yes.
Then I guess that means you're both certain then. I suppose you want to be alone.
Yeah. It would mean a lot to have your blessing. 6 months ago, I thought I'd never find love again. It'll happen for you too, I just know it. Stay and have some bubbles. Oh, but first, do you mind?
Sorry, go back to sleep.
No, I wasn't. I was just thinking.
You're right, you're naked. Look at you.
No, I'm good. Another one of these?
Dinner's on the table.
Okay.
You know, we don't have to finish the bottle tonight.
It's only 2 glasses, for goodness sake.
Maybe, and I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but maybe we could have 1 or 2 nights a week where we didn't drink any alcohol.
I refuse to become obsessed about diet. It puts more stress on the heart than any amount of trans fat or whatever.
Did I say anything about becoming obsessed?
Well, you are already. You're always on at me about something or other. Puritan Stone Age diet, no alcohol.
Tell you what. Finish that bottle of wine. Then go and get yourself some bloody takeouts. A nice greasy bit of chicken with a shake and some fries. Save your own damn life.
Come in.
You got a minute?
Yes? Have a seat.
I'd prefer to get this over and done with.
Me telling you what a basket case you are and then firing you?
Consider it done. And for what it's worth, my apologies. I find when you hit rock bottom, you tend to take it out on other people.
Brenda, please, I haven't finished. Firstly, I understand substance abuse issues on a personal level. And I know the difference between someone who will never change and someone like you who has proved that they can. Secondly, you're a great teacher, but a very mediocre manager.
That it?
No. I would like you to agree to follow our drug and alcohol management program so we can keep you in the workplace.
You're not firing me.
Well, why lose a good worker just because she has problems with addiction?
Well, I wouldn't fight it. Being fired, I mean. You don't have to worry about me making a fuss in court or whatever.
I'm not. You will have to cope with demotion, of course.
Well, yes. Tony could, I'm sure I can. At least I deserve.
Yeah, and of course another incident will mean instant and final dismissal.
Yes.
Oh, well, let's leave it there for tonight.
Thanks. I'm grateful. Have you heard from Tony and Harry?
Not yet.
Well, I'm sorry. I hope it works out. Come on.
No.
You're not going to give me a hard time, then? Truly, it's for the best, me and Libby will work out. Claire, don't be like this, please.
Please don't do it, Kieran.
It's too late, I've made up my mind.
Then unmake it. You said it yourself. We're damaged, but we know it. We're the same.
Libby's waiting.
I know you. I know all the horrible things you've done, what you're running away from, but I still love you. You'd never have to live a lie again. Doesn't that mean anything to you? Kieran, it's so obvious.
What is?
That you should marry me.